PNP lead in the polls, JLP says it's fake. This is Undiluted News, Mikey Bones reporting. People's National Party President Mark Golding has touted the results of a recently commissioned Don Anderson poll as a sign that disgruntled supporters who shied away from the party due to the long-standing internal squabbles are now returning to the fold. Speaking yesterday at a PNP press conference, General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell said based on the findings of the June 2023 poll, the opposition has gained significant ground on the Jamaica Labour Party since previously conducted surveys. According to the results, 30.2% of respondents gave the PNP the thumbs up compared with only 25% for the JLP. Additionally, 53.3% of Jamaicans polled said the country is going in the wrong direction. But the ruling Jamaica Labour Party has rejected the poll's result despite Don Anderson's reputation as a respected pollster. In a swift response, the JLP described the poll as fictitious and contrived. According to the JLP, the findings are designed to artificially influence the public opinion. However, when the same Don Anderson poll have the JLP ahead, they embrace it and even boast about how the polls show them winning and ahead. What a bunch of hypocrites. Them sound just like Donald Trump, and you have to be very bad for me to compare you to Donald Trump. Detectives assigned to the lottery scam task force have arrested and charged a man following a series of operations in St. James on Monday. 29-year-old Mark Lando Lamy of Valley Heights in Greenpond in St. James has been charged with possession of identity information. The police said during the operation, Mr. Lamy was found at a premises in Cornwall Courts in Montego Bay. They said an on-site analysis of his cellular phone revealed several files with identity information of people residing overseas. And this led detectives to Mr. Lamy's residence in Valley Heights, where documents populated with names, addresses, and telephone numbers of people residing overseas were allegedly found inside a dresser drawer. Meanwhile, quick action by the St. Catherine North Operational Support Team and Quick Response Team, coupled with the vigilance of Jamaica ICCTV cameras, led to the recovery of a stolen vehicle on Monday. Reports are that about 6 p.m., the Jamaica I team made contact with the St. Catherine North Patrol, giving information on a suspected stolen vehicle. The vehicle was reportedly stolen from the Portmore area in the parish. The vehicle, a Toyota Axia motorcar, was then intercepted along St. John's Road in the parish with 2 men and a teenage girl aboard. The occupants and the vehicle were searched. 1 Glock 9mm pistol and 2 magazines and 19 9mm cartridges were found inside the vehicle. The 3 persons aboard were subsequently arrested. The preliminary process hearing for the 3 soldiers implicated in the killing of businessman Keith Clark at his St. Andrew home in May of 2010 is set to begin on February 27 of 2024. That's going to be like 14 years in the making. The hearing is estimated to last 3 weeks in the Home Circuit Court. Corporal Odell Buckley, Lance Corporal Greg Tingling, and Private Arnold Henry are to return to court on December 5th for case management. The soldiers were arrested and charged with the murder after the businessman was shot 21 times inside his own Kirkland Heights home in St. Andrew on July 27 during a military operation. The police were searching for West Kingston Don Dudos and thought that he was inside Mr. Clark's home. They broke down Mr. Clark's grill, entered, and then executed him. Detectives from the Criminal Investigations Branch are trying to establish a motive for the fatal shooting of a man in St. Elizabeth on Tuesday morning. Demar Green, otherwise called Patra, a 30-year-old welder of Speculation District, was shot dead at about 5 o'clock yesterday along the Cambridge Main Road in the parish. It's reported that residents heard several loud explosions and called the police. Mr. Green's body was later found with bullet wounds, and this is the 3rd murder recorded in St. Elizabeth in the last 4 days. A taxi operator was charged with wounding with intent following a stabbing incident in Wildman Street in Christiana, Manchester on June 7. Charges 39-year-old Cleon Buckle of Albert Town District in Trelawney. Reports are that about 11:50, Buckle and another man had a dispute. Buckle allegedly attacked and stabbed the man several times. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was admitted for treatment. Buckle was later arrested and charged. Onto sports. Gold Cup action saw a surprise score with Guadeloupe holding Canada to a 2-2 draw. The Canadians were actually down in the first half but mounted a furious reaction in the second half, equalizing just 4 minutes into the second half through Lucas Cavallini and then going ahead on an own goal about 20 minutes from time. The Canadians looked to be comfortably managing the 2-1 results, but were shocked when a set piece deep in stoppage time ended with a Guadeloupe cross in the Canada box that was deflected into their own goal by Jason Russell Rowe. The final 2-2 draw was arguably a fair result between these two teams. Meanwhile, last night Guadeloupe had a rough game and fight all the way to squeeze out a 1-0 win over Cuba. Today we will see Jamaica clash with Trinidad and Tobago, and they'll have to bring their A-game and stamp class on the Trinbagans and score convincingly, as goal average is going to count to determine the winner of the zone, although the first and second place team will advance to the semis. It is better to win your zone and play the second place team of the other zone, as that opponent should be easier to beat than a zone winner. Jamaica does have the caliber of players and should win today, and it is unlikely that the coach will make many changes to his starting 11 from Saturday's game against the US. Captain Andre Blake is expected back in goal, as are defenders Damian Lowe and Dexter Lambikisi. Damari Gray and Bobby the Carver Reed should return on the wings, with Leon Bailey partnering with Mikel Antonio in attack. Hal Grimson may make changes in midfield and probably will play Daniel Johnson from the start at the expense of either Kevin Lampert or Joel Latteberdi. He may also give 36-year-old centre-half Adrian Mariopa a rest, as he played all 270 minutes of Jamaica's last 3 games. Game time this evening is 7:30 p.m. and you should get that on whichever network you are using at home. And if you ever missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube and type in Jamaican Undiluted News. Listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.